Hi everyone, I hope everyone's had a better day than me. I've been awake for nearly 2 days and I've spent most of those 2 days at the hospital. I even still have a band on and I've got bruises everywhere from cannulas and things, I don't know. Anyway, I typically would go shopping today and Asda, I've been to Asda by the way, is very close to the hospital and I was asked to go shopping. They've got food for today. I've got food in the freezer that I could use today and tomorrow if I wanted, but then that's about it. I don't know if even I'm going to be able to go to the shop tomorrow because I feel dreadful. But yeah, anyway, I won't make it a negative video, but I will say this comes to £42.96 and I don't think it's worth £42.96. You can let me know what you think. And because I'm ill, I'm walking really slow. It took me forever to walk around that shop. So I've picked them up. I wasn't even looking for this. I was just walking and just trying my best to get around the shop and get home without collapsing. And I just ended up glancing towards the Head and Shoulders and they have dandruff, and I got them Lidl's own when I had a free coupon. They still have dandruff, so I've got them this to try. They don't have like the worst dandruff, but might as well get them the real thing. It was only £2. I've got a couple of lemon glasses, and if you watch my videos you would have seen the lemon glasses. One of them, it's in here somewhere, it needs going in the bin, got smashed in the sink, and someone claims, not me, that they found it like that. Now I know it wasn't smashed because I put it in the sink and there was nothing else in the sink, and I think they've put something in like a pan or dropped a pan in the sink and it smashed it. And when I was there I was like, actually walking down the aisle, I didn't even remember about the glasses, and I saw glasses. I was like, oh, my lemon glass. They didn't have any in, but this was one of the other two that I like. They do a cherry one that was nice and this floral one, and even though the lemon one's my favourite, I still have one left. I just got one of the same glass because I do like the style of glass, and I got one of these mugs months and months and months ago, and I use it as my main cup. Even though I do have others, I still use the others, but this was on offer for £1.48 and I think I got it on offer at the time. So I've got another one in case they want to smash that. Not that I think they did it deliberately, but it is my favourite mug and it's iridescent. I feel like, well, my toothpaste is running out and I've got two favourites. The one that I'm using, and there's another one that's very similar, and I think this is the other one and not the one I'm currently using, which is my favourite. But because I'm about to run out, I've had to get a toothpaste, and the big pack was actually smaller, but cheaper than the size down. I got some Fusely tricolour pasta because I wanted pasta and I didn't want to get fresh pasta, but I probably should have done. And I've got whole wheat pasta, but I just wanted something that wasn't whole wheat because I always have whole wheat in, so that's why I got them. I also got some egg noodles. Again, I was just walking around, didn't know what I wanted. The other night I had black garlic chicken stir fry, which if you watch my videos you'll know I got from the farm shop. And one of the days I wanted noodles. No noodles in the cupboard because I forgot to replace them, and I was getting Lidl version. And I almost got Asda's version, but these were price matched or lower price, whatever it was. And there wasn't much difference in price, although I think there was more in the Asda own, and I don't mind the Asda own or Lidl own, but I just got branded for a change. I got this Fuel 20g protein yogurt thing with granola. Pack of 12s. When did they start coming in 3 packs? There used to be 4 packs of 2, and now they're 3 packs. I've been getting Lidl's version, which I enjoy very much. Belvita are quite pricey for these compared to Lidl. These are on offer today and I'm pretty sure they're cheaper, not massively cheaper than Lidl's full price. So I thought I'd get them and compare them so I could have like them on the same day or at the same time and see if there is any major difference. I got a Polish thing what are they called? Wafer bar, because they're 40p and I like them. This is a pasta sauce that I'm going to use with something which I'll show you in a minute. I didn't get fresh because I don't know if I'm going to cook today. I've not eaten all day yet, except for one little sponge cake with the chocolate chips in. Do you know those little individual ones that I get from Lidl? That's all I've had. And I barely had anything yesterday, and I've spent 2 days at hospital, so that's great. I did have a packet of salt and vinegar squares from the vending machine on the way out because they'd stocked them up. Because I did go in WH Smith / M&S Food, and they were charging £2.80 for a Lucozade, which I didn't get. And then I found on the way out, they'd restocked the vending machines, and a can of Dr Pepper Zero was £1.30, and a small pack of salt and vinegar squares were either £1.10 or £1.20, and both of which were massively cheaper than WH Smith's M&S. And I need to have something. Mine are low, and I'm in pain, and even though I have morphine, you have to get your base level with like paracetamol and ibuprofen and then add the morphine, and that's what I do, even though the morphine isn't working, but whatever. I did get a M&S tomato soup a few days ago, Friday. Not had it, I mean, I've not eaten much for days, but again, I was just walking along, I wasn't looking at anything, and I spotted this, so it's going to go in the cupboard for whenever I might want it. Same with that, I was just walking down the cereal aisle, because in Asda, this sort of thing's in the cereal aisle, and I've just got it for the cupboard. I walked up and down, like, you know, like the chilled food section. I knew I didn't want to have chicken because I got chicken in the freezer that I put in the freezer when I knew I was going to hospital. Well, I did it because I knew I probably wouldn't eat it and it would get wasted regardless of hospital, because I thought that the GP would just give me more medication and send me home, but they sent me to hospital. So I thought I could have meatballs, and I did get the normal pack, which is actually slightly cheaper, but I got the smaller ones because when I do eat, after a few mouthfuls I feel extremely full. So I thought if I did only 4 at a time, or if I did 8, and then if I only ate 4, I could reheat the other 4, and I'm not having massive ones or big ones. I mean, it made sense to me at the time. When I used to go to Asda often, this was our favourite muffin from there, other than a certain someone loves the triple chocolate muffins and I don't. But we did really like these, and we've not had them for a very, very, very long time. And although I don't know if I'm going to want one, if they want all of them, they can have them. I got some Warburton Thins because I've not been eating properly for a long time, and like I skip breakfast, or I have random breakfast, or I have random lunch, or I don't have lunch, and then like my eating patterns are just random and weird, and I never know what to eat. And I've not had crumpets for ages. These had an offer on, so I got them. I don't know if I've ever had the thin ones. I think I might have done. I'm completely out of Lucozade. These were on offer for £2.50. The 8-pack that they do, because Lidl do 6, was £4.68. Didn't want to get an 8-pack. I don't know why, because I can imagine I'm going to drink lots of these because I've not had any for 2 days. But I just got them for now. These were 2 for £2 or £1.80 each. Again, I'm struggling with drinking things because I never know what I want to drink, and I used to drink Diet Coke every day, and then I would have a can a day, and I'd have a bottle of sparkling flavoured water, and I've gone off the sparkling flavoured water, and I'm not drinking enough liquids. So I do have the apple high juice, which I really like, and I wanted to get some different things, and I know I like that and I like that. I used to love the peach one, the original peach squash, not the fruit and barley, and I thought, well, it's something different to have to try and encourage me to drink something other than whatever. I don't know. I only got one Pepsi Max because they've got one on the go, and there was no kind of offer on them in Asda. I've been drinking a lot of stuff like this with ice in because it helps, like with hydration, and because I'm not drinking enough, and when I'm not feeling well, it's good for that. So I've got Asda's to try. I am getting low on water because I have drank some of it. And I do have a bottle of Evian still, and I've got this because I didn't and don't have the strength to pick up a multi-pack of water. And the final thing is Shades Coconut Oil, which I don't get to get often. I almost got the tropical one, but I got that one last time. So I got that, and that completes 42-ish pounds worth of shopping. Let me know what you think about, if you think it was worth it. I mean, technically I could eat for quite a few days on this, because I've got the meatballs I could have for maybe 3 evening meals. Got the pasta, I've got the noodles, which I don't think would go with anything here. I've got soup, I've got rice pudding, I've got them, I've got a yogurt, I've got crumpets, etc. So I probably could manage with that and maybe add a few bits in from what I've got. Who knows? Any questions, do let me know. Please subscribe. I'd really love to get over 1,000 followers, subscribers. I hope everyone is really doing much better than me, and I hope that you come back and watch another video. Thank you for watching.